I'm really jazzed. I am. I mean, this is about as excitable as I get. I feel like I waffle between self-esteem of a burn victim and a queen. It's the greatest room in Philly. They are not offended easily, which I enjoy. Well, they can smell a rat from a mile away. Good comics are great because they're real and they're truth tellers.
Put your hands together for the very funny Mary Radzinski.
You guys, I am so excited to go to bed soon. It's a lot, you know? But we're here, we're in person, we're doing it. It's so nice to be in person. You know, back on stage, the lights, but I can still see the disappointment in your eyes. So thank you. It reminds me of home. It's nice. No, I feel like we're gonna be friends. I mean, we're making a lot of eye contact here. I just want to be honest with you right out of the gate. Open kimono. I am violently hungover. Violently. Anyone else get into an arm wrestle with last night and lose? No one? I'm the only one? I feel like you're lying. You guys are drinking on a Sunday, so there's a few dehydrated people here tonight. I am very dehydrated. You can hear it in my voice. Like, based on the color of my urine, I'm dead. So, enjoy it. No, it's cool. It's cool to be out in the world a little bit. I know we're still, being cautious, but I gotta be honest with, it's dark right now, it's cold. I'd rather be home too. Netflix, you don't even need friendships anymore. There's so many good shows. I'm glad I made it here though, honestly. It was touch and go. I've got 6 to 7 cold cases from the 90s I need to solve. So, those families deserve answers. Who better than from a lady who's sweating Tito's down her back right now? We got some vaccinated people here tonight. Oh, thank God. I'll tell you what, when it's quiet, I'm like, no judgment, but all the fucking judgments. I just got my booster. I was so thrilled. It was very liberating, each time. And the sweetheart doll baby, the guy who gave me the shot, he was so kind. He was like, all right now, just a little prick. I was like, don't be so hard on yourself. It was the smallest dick I'd ever seen, though. Wait, did he do it wrong? Did I not get the booster? How's that work? Having some drinks on a Sunday. Listen, I think a lot of us here started drinking more during the pandemic, right? I mean, it's not a hot take, it's just what happened. Because I was a strong drinker before. But I showed myself new heights. Man. The hardest thing for me, I live here in Philly, was figuring out what to do with the recyclables from week to week. Because they just fucking stopped picking those up. It was just me hiding behind a lot of cardboard. Bottles clanking. I had to stop making eye contact with my neighbor. I'm like, fuck you, Judy, okay? If you want to do yoga to get through this, you go right ahead. I'm going to do what I need to do. It involves my new drink called economy wine. Comes in a box, stacks nicely in the corner. Hey, don't make fun of people who drink boxed wine. You're not better than them because the wine's in a box. You're better than them because the wine's actually in a bag. That's humbling. Do you know how many Zoom calls I was on? They'd be like, what's that noise? They're like, oh, it's fucking Mary just milking her wine bag again. Hey, I found a lovely Cabernet that pairs beautifully with my left eye twitch. So, who's the winner, This might be controversial, but I'm going to bring it up. Okay, I am glad that we're all out and about again, but the one thing I do not like, I did not miss, and I would not like to see any more of, are bar crawls. If anybody in here loves a bar crawl, please leave. We have nothing in common. I was happy when COVID hit in the beginning of March because it fucking ruined St. Patty's Day. Aaron Express every weekend. I don't like it. I don't need gaggles of young drunk people stumbling around. X's for eyes. Looks like they have tattoo sleeves of entry ink stamps. It's like, stop it. I just want to go up to a group of young girls one Friday night, be like, listen up, poodles. I'm your ghost of happy hour future. Heed my words. There's going to come a time when you actually prefer to black out in your very own living room. From boxed wine, because it's really good now. Very affordable. You don't have to stand in long lines anymore, get shit sprayed in your face. Unless you like that sort of thing. You don't have to flirt with the bouncer or the bartender, or fuck them if you're the go-getter of the group. There's always one. I hate bar crawls. I would rather look at someone's vacation pictures on their phone. Honest to God. I'd rather converse with a woke teenager from the suburbs. Just kidding, I'd go on the bar crawl. I'm a human being. We have some couples here tonight. Anybody? Couples? Hey, listen again, don't avoid eye contact. I don't have a skill set to do anything with that. I'm just moving to the next joke. So, round of applause. Who here quarantined with a partner or a significant other? Anybody? Yeah. Did you hear how fucking sad that was? How much more excited you were that you were vaccinated? Very different volume. No, I did. I quarantined with my boyfriend, my emergency contact, I like to call him. Yeah, what a fucking treat that was. I'll tell you what, it was nice to have someone in the beginning of all that, you know, but then like, I don't know, a couple months goes by, I'd put a bra on. He's like, we going somewhere? Like, have a seat, pal, you know? I knew I should have just rescued that dog. I don't know, I learned a lot about our relationship and like my needs, his needs. You know, one thing I've always needed is honesty, and that has not changed. But there is a really fine line between brutal honesty, straight shooter, and sociopath. And he crossed that every fucking day. Especially when it pertained to me. Lie to me. I don't need to know every little granular thought you're thinking about me. I was sitting on the couch one day, he comes down, he goes, hey, when'd you shower? I was like, I didn't. He's like, well, why is your hair wet? I was like, it's not, motherfucker. Why don't you mind your own business? It's not my fault that Amazon has yet to deliver my pallet of dry shampoo. He's too honest. I told him I loved him. He said, I love you too. I said, I love you more. He said, probably. True story. Don't fucking awe me. If it really bothered me, I wouldn't be telling it to you guys on a Sunday night. One thing I found out about myself is that I'm kind of into role-playing. I know that might seem odd, being that I don't leave the house without a cardigan, but it's true. I was like, how can we spice this up? So I brought it up to him. I'm like, hey, let's like role play. He's like, fuck yes. Fuck yes. He's like, who do you want me to be? It's like, anyone else. Literally anyone else. The Amazon delivery guy's hot. Next door neighbor with the brain injury. Dealer's choice at this point, you know? Just not you for a few minutes. That's all. I was standing in a long line, and the woman behind me, just making conversation, being polite, was like, "So, do you have any kids?" Like 6, 7 years ago, I'd have confidently answered, "Not yet." Now I'm just like, "Not anymore." I don't like small talk. I'm thinking about adopting a highway, so ooh. I saw this commercial for a pregnancy test. It said, "Imagine knowing you're pregnant the moment it happens." I was like, ooh. That had jammed up a few first dates. Sounds wildly uncomfortable. Send that bitch back to marketing. No thanks. I was at the hairdresser, and this lady announced that she was 37 weeks today. I immediately congratulated her on her sobriety. She was like, "I'm pregnant." I was like, all the more reason. It's not just about you anymore. What a dumb bitch. I don't hate all babies. No, my best friend just had a baby, beautiful baby boy, and I got a chance to go visit. And she was telling me this story. She said during the delivery, the final push, doctor reaches in, pulls the baby out, and sets him right on her chest. She said his head was right here. She said, "Mary, you have no idea what that experience was like." I was like, maybe so. But I have fucked a really short guy. Tomato, tomato. I'm trying to be a better person, you know. I think we all are, you know. You sort of do some reflecting. I've been working on some self-improvement, trying to be aware of my actions and how it affects others. One thing that I've recently committed to is I'm absolutely careful not to assume someone's pronouns. You know, I think that's really important. So now I'm just really cautious, and I always say they can go fuck themselves. Just respect, you know. Just a student of life I am. Did you guys know that Ronald McDonald originally removed the McRib from the menu so he could suck his own dick? Never stop learning, you know? It's a divisive one, isn't it? You can tell the age of a crowd with that joke. Who here thought about Marilyn Manson, who didn't? I don't know, lots of things. Lots of things. I was at a red light behind a Ford Explorer that had signage on it that alerted me to the fact that there was a baby and a princess on board. What are the fucking chances? I went out and grabbed a lotto ticket. Saw another car, lady driving. It had one bumper sticker. It said, "All my children have paws." It's like, she is so brave. It's like the cutest way to say you're barren. It's precious. We've had a lot of significant celebrity deaths over the last few years. I'm just trying to lighten it up in here. And I get it, celebrities, like, we feel like we know them. They open their lives to us. When they pass away, we're affected. I get affected. But I get appropriately upset. Earlier this year, Dustin Diamond passed away. I had a cousin. She posted on Facebook, "Screech is dead. Not sure how I'm going to be able to go to work tomorrow." I was like, wait, what? Are you serious? Like, how much better was your life the day before? Like, you still didn't have custody, Amber. No, it's like, keep a perspective, right? It's hard to keep a perspective. It really is. I have to remind myself. One way I like to try to keep a perspective is I tell myself we're all only one neck tattoo away from having a fucking neck tattoo. That old chestnut. You guys are fun. I cannot fucking tell, but this sad train is just picking up steam, so come on. Come aboard. It's fun. I ran into a lady I used to work with years ago, and I never really knew her that well. She was just an acquaintance, but like, she was an oversharer, like an oversharer. I'd be like, "Oh my God, I love your dress." She'd be like, "Oh, this? TJ Maxx, $9, kept the tags on if I don't get jizz on it this week, and I'm taking it back on Monday." That's wonderful news. I just thought it hid your pear shape well, Who knew? So I run into this lady. I see her in passing on the sidewalk, and I'm just like, "Hey, how are you?" She stops. She locks eyes with me. She goes, "My life is literally one thing after another." I was like, wow. Holy shit. Like, one thing, and then right after that, another fucking thing. Like chronology, like the passing of time through events in which they occur. You gotta be shitting me. I was jealous, Mine's just been a series of U-turns. My point is, she could have gone with busy, right? Self-important twat. I went to tell her my left eye's been twitching for 6 months, and that's the longest I've done anything consecutively. Or that I'm one new Adele song away from taking a light jog in traffic. I went with pretty good. That's what you're supposed to say. Trying to quit vaping. I have a nicotine vape. Anybody in here vape? No? Cool. It is something that just kids and shitty adults do, so I respect that. Although I don't know if I believe it, because I'm pretty sure I saw some billowing plumes over there earlier, but it's fine. Because you could do it anywhere, but you shouldn't. It's like yourself a little bit more than that. It's like if they came out with a safe electronic version of cocaine, I'd still go do it in the bathroom like a lady. Be discreet, I saw this commercial. It was out in the last month or so. It was a whiskey commercial, a very popular brand of whiskey. And in this commercial, this woman puts on fun leopard rain boots, and she grabs a bottle of whiskey, and she goes out into the night. Then it shows an older man in his kitchen wearing fun leopard loafers, and he's putting ice cubes into 2 glasses. She shows up to his place, knocks on the door. I'm like, what the fuck is happening? She walks in and she goes, "Hey, Dad." I was like, okay, now that makes sense. Because I would need at least a bottle of whiskey to fuck my dad. I mean, you're not going to hard seltzer your way through that. Make it easy on yourself. You guys are really nice people. A little twisted, but I like it. If anybody ever wants to keep in touch with me, like on the interwebs, it's at Mary Radzinski, just like it sounds. So best of luck. My mom actually follows me on Twitter, and I only disappointed her once. I had a tweet with the word masturbate in it. Yeah, I mean, she didn't bring it up, you know. She's not a weirdo, but I did. I was like, were you disappointed that I had a tweet with the word masturbate in it? She's like, no. I was disappointed that you spelled it wrong. So, been working on that a whole lot. I was at the gynecologist. Thank you. And during the exam, the middle-aged Asian female physician, she's wrist deep, giving it a good look. She says this to me, I swear to God. She goes, "It's perfect." Eyes closed. It's perfect. I was like, shit, I know, right? That's what I've been trying to communicate for decades. It's like the Mona Lisa smile. So I asked her for a letter of recommendation. Just been attaching it to pretty much anything. Listen, I don't know what it's like when dudes go to the doctor, but I'm fairly certain it's never like, "Sir, your dick." None that I've seen in my travels. Any married people here tonight? Couple people? Nice. Again, very sad. Aw. The loudest is the most sad. What are you doing? It's like, she let me out for an evening. Got some free tickets. No, my boyfriend and I, we've been together for almost 8 years, and I found out not too long ago that he doesn't believe in marriage. What a little bitch. Right? Because I think everybody here knows that you don't actually have to believe in marriage to do it, you know? Like, it's not like time travel or fibromyalgia. Like, I don't believe in Easter, but once a year I am absolutely down to fuck up a ham. I'm a team player. Oh, man. No, he's a good dude. He's a heady guy. He's a smart guy. He needs that, you know. I let him have it. I barely have a pulse. I knew he was a smart dude because shortly after we met, it was his birthday. I was like, what do you want to do for your birthday? Strip club, ball pit, I'm in. He was like, Smithsonian. It's like, fuck me. So we drive to DC, full day of Air and Space Museum, followed by natural history. It's the first time I was drunk on a field trip. Like, the hardest part for me was pacing my walking slow enough to act like I was reading shit. I deserved an Oscar nod. We were having a conversation one day, and I can't remember exactly what it was about, but at one point I was like, you know what, I'm not sure I could handle that level of uncomfort. He stops, he puts his hand on my back, he goes, you mean discomfort. I was like, please don't ever touch me again. I shed a lot. I leave my hair everywhere. I like to point it out. I'm like, ooh, look, I shed like an alpaca. He's like, oh boy, I've been meaning to tell you this for quite some time. Alpacas don't shed. They're shorn. Fuck off, Bill Nye. I just thought it sounded fun, you know? Not trying to win anything over here. We were at our place watching some show on the Trans-Siberian Railroad, of which I clearly could give a fuck about. I was happily just eating my Thai food. He sits up, he goes, wait, they're going from Russia to China. I would totally go the other way. And just stops and stares at me. I come to. Like, I know. What a bunch of fucking idiots. And I slink off the couch to go to the bathroom to Google Maps. He's like, where are you going? I was like, oh, my stomach. It's discomfortable. It's not good at all. I don't know, they say if you want to be with somebody, if you want to pair off and experience life with another person, you know, you want to be with someone who makes you want to be a better person. You make me want to be a better person. That's total horseshit. Like, that's not what that means even a little bit. What that really means is you make me want to not be the worst one of the two of us. You want to make me want to be able to run a little bit faster than you and the bear, you know? Because, I mean, let's be honest. Once you hit 5 years, gloves are off. You're just gross to each other. But you can tolerate each other, you know? Like, he knows the real me. He sees examples of it that make him shudder all the time. Happened recently. I love Cadbury mini eggs. I buy them in bulk during the Easter season, so I have them year-round. You should all do the same. Sometimes I like to eat them in bed. I might have done this, and a couple got away from me. After a warm, long, very restful night's sleep. Look like skid marks. He might have been the lucky duck to find them. You know, I never had the heart to tell him it wasn't shit. Trying to keep this thing going. Ride it till the wheels fall off. He's not smarter than I am. He's just inquisitive. He knows a lot. We went out to lunch one day. I ordered a corned beef sandwich. He goes, well, you know why they call that corned beef? I was like, because it's not pastrami. What the fuck? He's like, no, actually, the salt that they use to cure the beef, they're the size of corn kernels. I was like, wow. You're lucky your dick's cool. We would have nothing. We had a 15 to 20 minute conversation last week about cryptocurrency. His choice. 15 to 20 minutes all about Bitcoin. Till we both realized at the same time at the end of the conversation, the whole time, I thought he was talking about Coinstar. Very different business model. If you didn't laugh at that, you never had to roll coins to pay your bills. Oh, man. I don't envy, though, my single friends. I will say it's tough out there. Swiping and grinding and all the things. I got a message from one of my close friends, and she said she received 2 messages from a gentleman. The first one said, pretty sure you're my soulmate. The second one said, and I'm going to paraphrase, can't wait to finish all over your face and chest. That's alarming. Like, who leads with soulmate? You gotta be careful. A couple Saturdays ago, I had the Lifetime movie channel on in the background, and in the movie, the guy's wife dies. So I made some stupid comment like, blah, 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 the poor widow. My boyfriend, he looks up from his phone, he goes, well, you mean widower. I was like, noted. A few minutes later, I'm trying to keep it light, you know, shoulders. I'm like, can't wait till I'm a widower. He's like, well, no, you would be a widow. I was like, oh, well, either way, I can't wait till you're dead. Then I'll be the widowist. Thanks a lot, you guys. I'm Mary Radzinski.
I've been doing stand-up about 14 years, which is a very long time. There's always that question, like, how long do you keep a joke in your, rotation? But yeah, it's I will say doing it in this room makes me comfortable because these jokes have worked in this room in the past. So I have no reason to think that they won't tonight, you know. I love Helium. It's my home club. It's where I started, and I was the first female host here. Don't mean to brag. It's kind of sad because we are in the 2000s. I mean, I'm honored. It's fun to have a town like this support you. I always joke like, oh, best in Philly. It's like prettiest girl in Cleveland. What's it really mean? You know, Philly is a little different. To me, the Philly Helium has a grit that some of the others don't. You know, Philly's tough. Like they let you know, similar to New York, if your joke works or if you're funny or not. I think it's just one of those clubs where it's set up in a good way and the energy is pretty consistent across all the rooms. If you're, you know, not authentic, if you're trying to bullshit, oh, this thing happened to me, it's just so far-fetched that, you know, they call you out on it. So you're forced to be authentic. And that's helpful when you're coming up because if it's not working, you got to change something. I've been fortunate enough to work with David Tell enough times where he has never one time said anything negative about Helium. He loves it. It's consistent, you know, and I think like the fans know that too. They go to a Helium, they know it's gonna be a good time. This would be where I would want to record something if I could. They ask you because they want variety, but they ask you back because you're funny, so I'm hoping that that's why I'm here. I don't know how to do stand-up not hungover, so.